Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liv Morgan suffered an unfortunate shoulder injury on this week's Monday Night Raw during her match against Kairi Sane. On X, Rhea Ripley reacted to the unfortunate incident. Ripley and Morgan are no strangers to one another, having teamed up in the past before the Eradicator betrayed her former tag team partner to join the Judgment Day eventually. They feuded over the WWE Women's World Championship in 2024, with Morgan successfully retaining the title at SummerSlam and replacing Ripley in the Judgment Day. On X, Ripley broke character, putting her rivalry with Morgan aside. She asked people not to celebrate or mock Morgan's injury. Check out Ripley's post on X Live. Morgan has been one of the highlights of the women's division. Apart from holding the Women's Tag Team Championship with Raquel Rodriguez, she has also been feuding with Io Sky and Nikki Bella. Last week, Morgan confronted Bella upon her return to WWE TV and planted her with an oblivion. This week, Liv featured in the show's opening segment, calling out Sky and expressing her interest in regaining the Women's World Championship, which she lost to Ripley in January 2025. Rhea Ripley, the former WWE Women's World Champion, has finally broken her silence following the heartbreaking injury suffered by Liv Morgan on WWE Raw, in a move that stunned both fans and insiders. Ripley dropped her on-screen persona and reacted with an emotional, candid message that revealed a side of her rarely seen in public as one of the most dominant and intense superstars in WWE today. Ripley has built a reputation for being cold, calculating, and unrelenting inside the ring. But her recent comments showed nothing but love, respect, and concern for Liv Morgan. After what many are calling one of the most unfortunate turns of events in recent memory, Liv Morgan's injury occurred during a high-stakes tag team match on Raw that was meant to further her ongoing storyline with damaged CTRL and set up potential title implications heading into Money in the Bank. However, things took a terrible turn when Liv took an awkward landing following a top rope maneuver. The match was immediately stopped as referees and medical staff swarmed the ring, and WWE fans across the world held their breath in disbelief. The crowd fell silent, and backstage morale reportedly plummeted as word spread of the severity of Liv's injury. Many feared the worst, especially considering her previous battle with injuries that had sidelined her for months before. While WWE officials have remained tight-lipped about the specifics of Morgan's condition, sources indicate that she suffered a shoulder-related injury, possibly a dislocation or a tear, which could once again keep her out of action for an extended period. For someone who had only recently clawed her way back into the spotlight and had arguably the best run of her career, the news is absolutely devastating. And while the WWE Universe was already rallying around Liv, what happened next came as a surprise, even to the most seasoned wrestling fans. Rhea Ripley, who has had a well-documented and deeply personal storyline history with Liv Morgan, took to social media hours after Raw went off the air. But this wasn't the Rhea Ripley fans have come to expect. There was no bravado, no menacing attitude, and no healed persona. Instead, Ripley posted a photo of her and Liv embracing backstage from months ago. Accompanied by a heartfelt message, "Wrestling brings out the fight in us, but it also brings us closer than most people will ever understand. No matter what happens out there, Liv Morgan has one of the strongest hearts I've ever seen. Heal up, we'll be waiting." The post quickly went viral, garnering hundreds of thousands of likes and replies from fans and fellow wrestlers alike. The reaction to Rhea's post was overwhelming. WWE fans praised her for showing vulnerability and support during such a difficult time for Liv. Some even commented that they were moved to tears seeing the Eradicator express genuine emotion for a rival-turned-teammate. One fan tweeted, "You never really know how close these superstars are until moments like this. Respect to Rhea for being real." Another wrote, "This is what makes wrestling special, the real friendships behind the feuds." WWE officials are said to be monitoring Liv's recovery closely, but there's currently no timetable for her return. Backstage reports suggest that WWE's creative team, led by Triple H, has had to rewrite several upcoming segments involving Morgan, particularly those related to the ongoing feud with damaged CTRL and the Women's Tag Team Championship. Some Insiders are even speculating that this injury could shift momentum toward a solo push for Liv's tag partner, Raquel Rodriguez, or result in a temporary return of Rhea Ripley to storyline relevance while Liv recovers Evan, if just for a single emotional promo or tribute segment. Liv Morgan's history with injuries has been well documented. She previously suffered a shoulder injury in 2023, which derailed her momentum and forced WWE to shelve several planned feuds. Her return earlier this year was met with overwhelming fan support, and her recent work both in the ring and on the microphone had earned her widespread praise. Many felt she was finally getting her due as one of WWE's most resilient and underrated stars. That's why this latest setback is especially heartbreaking, not just for Liv, but for her fans, peers, and even her on-screen enemies. Rhea Ripley's emotional reaction is even more significant when considering the history between the two women. Their interactions have ranged from intense rivalry to subtle respect. At one point, fans were convinced WWE was teasing a deeper personal connection between Liv and Rhea, a storyline that played out with Ripley corrupting Morgan during a pivotal turn in their careers. While WWE ultimately chose to pivot away from that angle, the chemistry between the two has never been forgotten. And now, in a moment that transcends kayfabe, that real-life bond has emerged stronger than ever. Several WWE superstars have also expressed their support for Liv Bailey, who was part of the match when the injury occurred, reportedly rushed to Liv's side backstage. Becky Lynch, Natalya, and even Charlotte Flair have reached out with public or private messages. WWE legend Mick Foley also took 2X, formerly Twitter, to express his admiration for Liv's grit, writing, "Liv Morgan is one of the toughest performers I've ever seen. Her fight is inspiring. Speedy recovery, champ." It's clear that Liv has earned the respect of the locker room and the admiration of millions. As for Rhea Ripley, her heartfelt tribute has opened the floodgates of speculation about what her future holds. Having been sidelined herself in recent months due to an injury she suffered during a backstage attack by Liv, Ripley has taken time to heal, train, and reflect. Her absence from WWE programming has left a significant void, especially in the women's division, where she reigned supreme for over a year. Now, with Liv out and emotions running high, there's talk that Ripley may return sooner than expected. Not necessarily to wrestle, but to address the fans, share her thoughts on Liv, and possibly set the tone for her own return storyline. Are already imagining a possible moment on Raw or SmackDown where Rhea Ripley walks down the ramp, takes the microphone, and speaks from the heart, not as the Judgment Day's enforcer, but as Demi Bennett, the real woman behind the Rhea Ripley character. Such a segment would be a powerful moment of connection between WWE and its audience, showing that behind the showmanship and storylines are real people with real emotions and relationships. It's also worth noting that WWE has leaned into reality-based storytelling more than ever under Triple H's leadership. The company has embraced moments where real-life events and injuries shape the narrative direction. If Ripley does make a televised return soon, even just for one segment, it would be a poignant way to blur the line between fiction and reality, something wrestling does better than almost any other form of entertainment. In the meantime, Liv Morgan's fans continue to flood social media with messages of love and encouragement. The hashtag #GetWellLiv has been trending globally, and fans have been sharing their favorite moments from her career, from her debut with the Riot Squad to her underdog victory for the Women's Championship in 2022. Liv's resilience is already part of her brand, and this latest challenge will likely only add to her legacy once she returns. WWE medical personnel are said to be optimistic but cautious. A full recovery from a shoulder injury of this nature could take anywhere from 6 to 9 months, depending on the extent of the damage and the intensity of physical therapy. Liv is known for her work ethic and her refusal to stay down, so there's every reason to believe she'll come back stronger and more determined than ever. As the WWE Universe waits anxiously for further updates, one thing is clear: the women's division just lost a key player, but it also gained a deeper sense of unity and respect. Rhea Ripley's reaction has not only broken her character, has broken barriers. In a business built on personas, gimmicks, and storylines, it's moments like this that remind fans why they fell in love with wrestling in the first place. The pain is real, the friendships are real, and the support is deeply, powerfully real. Liv Morgan may be down, but she is far from out, and with allies like Rhea Ripley by her side, Evan, if only in spirit, the road to recovery looks a little less lonely. In wrestling, rivalries may fade and storylines may change, but true respect stands the test of time. This moment, born from tragedy, has revealed the humanity behind the spectacle, and that, more than any title or feud, is what will be remembered. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.